Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How's everybody doing? Yes, sir. Sorry it took so long and stuff, man. So many things out here. I still got to do my walks and stuff at nighttime. So, you know what I'm saying? And I've already, did the review on the scale trains C40-9, last week or so. So what we're going to do, we can get that out of the way. Let's move him out of the way right quick. Now, for those out there don't know what this is, somewhat of a, little temporary test track, because I got so much things going on, to where I can do reviews right now, on my break. So let's move him out of the way. I know the flashing ditch lights. The moving windows. Went ahead and weathered it up some, get that engine some light. Now mind you, understand that scale trains, they program their engines in such a manner, and it takes a while, for those who know railroads, it takes a while for General Electric locomotives to load up. So, it takes them a while to load up, just like the real thing. All right, I took that speed recorder off because when I looked at prototype pictures, I know that number 8888 had that removed. Eventually, I'm gonna add the white sill. I'm gonna clear the, the grime and stuff off. I'm gonna move that out of the way. We gotta keep it real, man. These engines out there, locomotives ain't meant to be clean. If it's not clean, if it's clean, obviously it's not really doing much for the railroad. So it is what it is. All right. Okay, we got that out the way. Now, another thing, what we're gonna do, now I had another decoder, so a V.5 decoder, because the decoder that I had for this C39-8 from Scale Train's Rivet counter, it, there's been a little bit of issues, so I held off, on a review of the engine. I'm gonna get some work done to it, eventually. However, we're not gonna skimp over the details. The ditch lights, I'm gonna get with Scale Trains about, the conductor side ditch lights not working, so I don't know what's going on with that. However, the details are exquisite, and just glance over the detail. I'm not gonna keep this review too long because stuff, man, I need to reprogram, the decoder, just get an all new V.5 decoder. Right now, I borrowed the decoder from a B36-7 from Rapido and stuff, and I did a test from the engine out there that I did a test, to see if it was a decoder issue, if it was the printed circuit board. And actually it was a decoder test. And it was a decoder issue, so, So eventually, when I get a chance, more than likely next week or so, I'm gonna get that rectified, and I could really do a thorough deal, on this engine. Now, mind you, one thing about the C39-8, which Conrail ordered the C32-8 versions. okay, of the locomotive. Okay, there was Norfolk Southern that had the C39-8. Okay, now this engine, of course, like I did the review last time, okay, on the C40-9, okay, but here the the C39-8, okay, is it's a different animal. Of course, it was before the -9, so you know what I'm saying. So let's get some things going on. I'll go on some of the details real quick. I'm gonna get you going. Of course, you have the opening side windows. There's a cab interior. You do have spinning bearing caps. Okay. Excuse me. Just a little drip in the wire. Real quick. One notable thing, okay, about the locomotive, of course, the humpback, okay, and the old style cab. Okay, you got the -8 nose. And the scale trains, one thing I like about them is they do steps. They take steps and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, for instance, that porch light, you know, right now it's molded on. Okay, then eventually they knew that, you know, that porch light was very important. So that's why you see it on the -9. Okay, so, you know, as they move along and as they, you know, see the upgrades or whatnot, you'll see better details. You know, a lot of the details, you know, they are see-through. You got the sanding lines here at the bottom. Okay. Like I said, I got to keep it real, man. These engines out there, freight locomotives, are not hardly ever the cleanest. You know what I'm saying? So, however, they're very legible. Okay? You know, they're legible and stuff. Using a camera phone, so let's back it up some. Uh-oh. They got a loose wire and stuff somewhere. I'll figure that out. You know, so yeah, I got something temporary right now. You know, I got something temporary for the moment, you know, on the windowsill where I usually conduct much of my reviews. And I would do it at home, but I ain't got nothing set up at this time. All right. You got a lot of see-through details also. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of see-through details on the locomotive. Okay. The radiator grills, everything is see-through. Okay, etched metal. You know, radiator grills and everything. You know, and the details is crazy. The details is real. Also, you have a capacitor. Okay, so when the engine is off of the tracks, that capacitor is nice. Speakers out there is located here in this section, right up in between the weights and everything. You have, you know, really nice intricate details. Mind you, all right, even though, you know, Scale Trains did a heck of a job with this, with their models, especially their, the C39-8, to the crews, according to the crews, it was a rather rough and tumble locomotive. You know what I'm saying? It's a rather rough and tumble locomotive. It's uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying, riding, according to the engineers who operated. You know, the many crews out there that operated the engine. And when I added the, you know, the dusts and stuff, the, you know, the weathering, you know, it brought out a lot of the details and whatnot. Okay, the molded on chains. Okay. Whereas Atlas, you know, there's out there, it's actual, you know, scale chains, a little thick on the side. You know, Intermountain is a little thinner, but, you know, it's passive. You know what I'm saying? It's a rather passive situation. Many functions on the locomotive is, you know, a lot different. Okay, mind you, excuse me, you can use your EMD lock programmer if you have, excuse me, if you have one, and it could, you know, you could, you know, program the engine like, you know, have, like, you know, cab chatter or whatnot, because you do have a cab interior. Okay. Most of the time I had this engine trailing because, again, you know, in real life, this engine right here, you know, was not really favored by a lot of the crews. You know, but when they have to, you know, when it has to pilot a train, then so be it. Again, I'm going to get with Scale Trains about this left-hand ditch light. Okay, for some reason, it's not working, and, you know what I'm saying, that's not good. You know, for some reason, I don't know what's going on, but it gives me a Rule 17. The number boards are independent, okay, as well as the marker lights. You do have, you know, quite a bit of detail. You know, like, for instance, the spare knuckle brackets off to the side, you know, the spare knuckle brackets, okay, on each side, off to the side. You got your independent brake lines. You got your mid-train line, your multiple unit cable. You know, the engine all around it's one hell of a, you know, Scale Trains, you know, the steps are see-through. You know, and like I said, when you weather your truck side frames, you know, it's actually official. You could actually, you know what I'm saying, it gives it that texture, that it gives it that hue. Okay, same thing with the Dash 9, you know, when you weather it. Like I said before, again, the engine, of course, you know what I'm saying, they're beautiful engines. However, you know what I'm saying, General Electric engines, okay, of virtually almost anytime, you know what I'm saying, we're good for fire breathing. So that's why I had to go ahead and touch that section up. Okay. Now, it doesn't have the, you know what I'm saying, the smokestack does not go all the way through, you know, but however, it's, you know, still a decent smokestack. Okay. And like I said, you know, just like any other freight locomotive, I mean, at times it's not going to be the cleanest looking, you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially something like a C39-8. You know what I'm saying? Usually it was running through the Berkshires. Okay, and, you know, Jersey and whatnot. And I used to see these out there paired up, you know, in some fashion. And I saw this up close, okay, as, you know, it was in 1990. Okay, I was playing a hooky. And it was right by the PATH train. Give me a good shot. Right by the PATH train, you know what I'm saying? I saw the engine, you know what I'm saying? It was right west of Journal Square Station. And this engine was, you know what I'm saying, it rolled, you know, in reverse, long hook forward to go get a snack train so they could pull back the Crookston yard. And so it came back, you know, it muscled that long stack train by itself. You know what I'm saying? So in another set, okay, it looked like it was dash 8s, okay, along with an SD40-2 or SD50. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Some of y'all weren't even born. And they're pretty loud. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really loud. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, they were very, very loud. And, you know, I was over a pedestrian bridge, and them fans out there was humming. As you can see, you know, through the dynamic brake grid. Okay, you see the fans in the dynamic brake grid. See, one thing about those V.5 decoders, okay, you're gonna get more bang for your buck. Okay, with those V.5 decoders. Okay, it enhances, you know, the sound of the locomotives. Again, let me remind you, okay, these locomotives out there come out pretty, but you know what? It's reality. You know what I'm saying? Freight locomotives, especially General Electric locomotives, they're not going to be the prettiest. They're not going to be they're not going to be the prettiest, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, the hunk of steel right there, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be dirty. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be dirty and whatnot. But, you know, scale trains, you know, the replication of the locomotive, it actually gave, you know, the modeler, you know, something to work with, okay? Be it y'all had some kind of history, you know, with the engine or whatnot. But what they did, they programmed with the ESU LocSound V.5 decoder, okay, specifically for that specific locomotive. Again, I got to get with them so that way I can get a working decoder, okay, specifically for number 6002, all right, you know, for when it was in service. Okay, it was a very significant locomotive. The knowledge of this engine still being in service, okay, it's not up to me. They do have working marker lights. Okay, I don't have a function on me right this moment. But Conrail, and because it's the state of New York, you're gonna have, you know, marker lights. Okay, that's some kind of rule in New York City. Well, excuse me, in the state of New York. Okay, even from afar. You know what I'm saying? Even from afar, you can still see the intricate details. All right, you can still see the intricate details on this engine. Now, I'm gonna shut it down some. I'm gonna shut both of them down. That's right. So, you know, you're gonna have a whole lot, you know what I'm saying, that's offered by scaletrains.com, and I've become a fan, and these ain't the first two engines from Scale Trains, from this particular manufacturer, you know, I'm gonna be buying from. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And then one thing I like, okay, they're very adamant and they're very supportive with their customer service. Okay, so they do return calls. Okay, they show, you know what I'm saying, a high measure, okay, and attention to the customer. That's something out there that, you know, I revere to that. I like that. Okay, that says a whole lot. Okay, when a manufacturer, you know, when they show the attention to a customer, that's a good thing. All right, that's a really, really good thing. I said, you know what I'm saying, I got the engine, okay, you know what I'm saying, she was over, you know, 260, and like I said, when you pay that kind of money, okay, you know, they do call, they do support, you know, they support their clients, and that's a good thing. Same thing with Rapido, but right now it's a scale trains issue, so, you know what I'm saying, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, I'm just keeping it, you know, buck. You know, a lot of my Rapido products, you know what I'm saying, and stuff is not an issue. And, you know, again, you know, with the customer service from Scale Trains, you know what I'm saying, it's optimal, okay? Because, again, they pay attention to the, they pay a lot of attention, and, you know, they do have great customer service and great customer care. They listen to the customers. That's a big thing, okay, with me. Okay, most companies out there, I'm just keeping it 100. Most companies, they don't pay a lot of attention to the customers. That's not good. Okay, you got to pay attention to the customers. You got to listen to the customers. We spend a lot of money on these engines. Okay, so when we spend this kind of bread on these engines, okay, you know, we commission them to work. Okay, you know, they got to work out. You know what I'm saying? Because these things out there will be pulling on models, okay, on trains. However, you know, all in all, I'm impressed. You know, the coupler height is decent, okay? I don't have there's a lot of things I don't have to, you know, do the measurements and, you know what I'm saying, the actual size, you know what I'm saying, and everything, but it's pretty fair. And I'm just, you know, leave it at that. And again, you know, they offer a prototype. They offer prototype specific detail. You know, they offer a lot of prototype specific detail. And you know, again, for anybody who's just joining, okay, yeah, prototype specific detail. And now with prototype specific detail, I still gotta keep it a buck. A lot of General Electric engines out there, you know, they're not going to be the, you know, darling pictures type thing, okay? Because I detail it and weather it just as I saw them, as I remember them, especially the C40-9, okay? Which, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with a company like Conrail, okay, these things were built to run, okay? So you saw them, you know what I'm saying, in the mountains, okay, through Horseshoe Curve, okay, through the Berkshires in the Northeast, okay, through that water level route or whatnot. So, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be, you know, the best looking and stuff, man. You know, they're not going to be the best looking, okay, as far as, you know what I'm saying, sending them through the wash, okay? You know, most times, okay, when you're running product from New York City to Los Angeles and back, especially around their time, you know, that train's got to move. I got my jacket blinkers on, so I'll cut that off. But, yeah, man, the details is, you know, the details is crazy. The details is real, okay? This shock strut, though, you know, I would usually make it a big deal about it, okay? When I purchased it, okay, it was like that. But, you know, it's, you know, most people out there make a big stink out of it, but I'm not, okay? You know, I'm not. I mean, I would expect them to, you know, be adamant and stuff, but, you know, they make such daggone good products, you know, I'm not going to just straight up hardcore nitpick when it's something I can fix on my own, okay? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, the fans, of course, they are see-through. The fans are see-through, okay? And you know what I'm saying? The lighting effects, everything is, you know what I'm saying, it's on point. You know, and like, for instance, the number boards. A lot of times with the number boards, on most models, they don't light up. A lot of modelers out there have a problem with that, okay, about the number boards not being lit. Because if the engine is sitting out, okay, and I'm walking, okay, the yard and whatnot, and if there's an issue, I need to be able to see the numbers, okay, the roster numbers, should there be an issue or some kind of concern, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, bring about, you know, any kind of things that the shop forces need to know about, okay? So, you know, I'm going to cut this short right there and stuff. I just, you know what I'm saying, I said I was going to go ahead and give you an interview, you know, about this engine, a little, you know, my take on the locomotive, okay, the C39-8 scale trains, rivet counter, okay, it's little issues here and there and stuff, and even that major issue, it's a decoder issue, okay? I had to swap a decoder from, you know what I'm saying, the -7 to, you know what I'm saying, because I wanted to, you know, at least show the function, sounds, and everything, you know, it works out, you know what I'm saying, you know, and, you know, -8, you know, it really sounds a little different and stuff, and on a later date, you know, soon, I'm going to, you know, give you an update about the engine, okay, about that decoder, the V.5 decoder. And the V.5 decoder is very great. You put it under a lock programmer, program it for that specific locomotive, the type of locomotive and stuff, and, you know what I'm saying, you get the sound of that engine, okay, and it sounds as crisp, just like the -9, okay, the sounds and everything's crisp, and, you know what I'm saying, the functions as well is great, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get a, you know what I'm saying, you're going to get a bang-up project, okay, you know, it'll be a darling to your layout, all right. Norfolk Southern, okay, Norfolk Southern had the C39-8. Also, they had another variant called a C39-8E, okay, which had the body of a C40-8, but the undercarriage of a C39-8, okay, so there's different variants. I also posted on my Facebook page, you know, with scale trains, you know, how they did the -9. Are they going to do the variant for the Canadian National as well as the British Columbia Railway? Okay, because on those locomotives, they didn't have the inverter box like a standard -9 40 CW. So, you know what I'm saying, for the C44-9 WL, okay, did not have the inverter box in the back. Okay, so, and they, you know, pointed these things out. And that's a plus, okay? Now, for the operator line, you know, you're not going to get the looks and the details like, you know, what you're going to get on the rivet counter. But, you know what I'm saying, for those who, you know what I'm saying, you know, on a little budget or whatnot, okay, this is what it is. So, you know, like I said, I'm doing this on the phone, so, you know, don't mind the wiggling and stuff, man. With the, you know, with this phone here, you know, the focus, okay, because again, this is a little quick job, you know, real quick. I'm about to shut it down because I don't want to go over 30 minutes. But yeah, man, consolidated rails, C39-8, okay, beautiful locomotive, you know what I'm saying, beautiful engine, you know what I'm saying. Now, where does it fit for this time, this era, this day and age? I'll make it fit. I'll make it work. Okay? And it's that and the third, man. You know, wonderful, man. You know what I'm saying? Purchase their items, man. They're great. And, you know what I'm saying, if you got little issues here and there, you know, they'll help you out. They'll support you. You know what I'm saying? I like that. More companies out there need to, you know what I'm saying, should revere scale trains for that. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Follow the pattern, okay? Because, you know, again, we spend that bread on these engines and stuff, man. They listen to the customers, okay? You're going to have repeat customers, okay? They're always going to come back. And scale trains, you know what I'm saying, they earn that from me. All right, so I'm shut it down, all right? You know, because I'm just rambling. Catch me on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, share. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever. And here's a prototype of me. Nah, I'm more than a rivet counter. And so I'm more than, you know, masterpiece museum quality. But Let's get out of there. Shit. C39-8, y'all.